dating. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Henry. Let's hear it for that guy. And let's hear it for all the comics / and/or people who talked into the mic tonight. I'd like to point out that out of the 161 top comedians in Arizona, you saw 8 of them, folks. And somehow 2 of you are ranked in there, and you weren't even in the competition. So you got that shit going for you, dog. Hold on a second. Let me look at my iPhone. John, that's very astute of you to point that out. And I do have to look at my phone because I have to read a text message. Not to be like every other comic who has to look at a set list. By the way, Billy O'Connor told me that he writes 4 hours a day, which is true. And then I will see him before the show with a fucking high beam mag light that he got when he was a fucking fireman, looking at notes, like gregariously, like insanely. Like, my point being is, guys, if you're in the top 160 comics in Arizona, you don't need a fucking set list on stage, guys. Get it fucking together, for Christ's sakes. The Baby doesn't have a set list. And one other thing, Sidney Smith, how long have you been wearing a hat and a t-shirt? For fuck's sake, get a different look. You went to Detroit. The reason why you left Detroit is because you have a jacket. The only guy in Detroit's like, it's cold here. Get a fucking jacket. Guy lives in a fucking t-shirt and a hat. You'll never see Sidney Smith sleeps in that outfit. When he rapes you later, he will be in that outfit. Lillian Slosova thought that when she came to America, it was going to be Eddie Murphy or Arsenio Hall. It was Sidney fucking Smith. Hold on, cheat notes. Here's a text that I received from John Henry after my last performance here at Bridget's. This is very topical and relevant, which was going on in the news today with people being racist and bastards. So I'd like to read this text to you. I'd like to clarify, I don't think that this is a particular fault of this club in general, or that this is this is not like indicative of Bridget's. This was just one customer's opinion of me and the comedy show the last time I was here. Although I will preface this by saying Arizona is the most racist fucking state in America, and they got #1 because Alabama called them 2 weeks ago and said, you guys are fucking really good. Like, we wear fucking hoods, you'll just walk right up and say, you're brown, you're going downtown, let's go. You guys, #1 in racism. So, this is the text that I, Sean McCarthy, received. Now, heads up, I'm a Jew. That I received after my last amazing performance here at Bridget's. John Henry sends me a text. I get this later after the show. I'm all excited. Maybe somebody was a fan. Maybe somebody wants me to perform in Florida, or I'm going to be in a contest. I don't know. And I get this. Maybe it was going to be like a draft notice from the 2014 NFL, and I was going to get a high pick. By the way, out of the 161 fucking comics that were ranked in Arizona, my fucking 20 time was a 4.2. Know that. My 20 time is a 4.2. My 40 is an 8.4. Folks, you're not with it. Let's focus right now. Who's not watching ESPN NFL Network? You guys are behind. That's why you'll never make it in LA. Yesterday's news, folks. Get on it. Okay. This is a text that I received from John Henry after my last show. Hey, Sean, it's me, John. Here's a conversation I had with a biker after you left. I fucking hate that little Jew guy that announces your show. Every time he talks, I want to cut out his voice box. John Henry, me, okay. Biker. I'm not a racist, though. The niggers you have on your show are funny, though. You should put up more niggers. I fucking kill. And I'm not the top fucking 161? #1, John Henry handled that like a pro. Because when someone walks up to you and says something so fucking crazy like that, the only thing you can do is, okay. Because if somebody says that, they're pretty comfortable knowing that there's 20 other assholes around them that feel the same way. So they're free. Like, I can say this out loud because my racist biker friends will help me kill this guy. So when someone shows up with racism, you don't always have to fucking jump up with karate kicks and like fucking all of a sudden it's a Lou Gossett Jr. moment. Now I'm going to settle this. Okay, works real good. More niggers, Jew guy, got you right now. We're not going to have that anymore. Niggers are done, Jews are out. Also, a little tip. If you are going to shoot your mouth off about a specific race, exactly. I feel the same way about Polish people. It's true. I know. You know why? Yeah, look, you know why Polish people have ski at the end of their names? Because they can't fucking spell toboggan. Back me up, right? Back me up, Gerber. You feel me now? Number, I'm the only one that hasn't said something gross or out of line to a baby. Number one, I'll say that right now. Just a little racist comment about Polish people. It's a toboggan joke, if anything. Is that apple juice or is that your own urine? Because I have a drug test tomorrow. I need some clean piss. Point being is, if you're gonna say something like the guy said something horribly racist, like he could have said, "I hate that fucking guy because he's not funny and the sound of his voice makes me nuts." I'll take that. I understand that. I can be annoying. I'm a human. We're all humans. But when you go, "I want to cut out his little Jew voice box and throw a nigger in it," then your whole argument goes out the window. And here's a great example. Like you can go, "Oh my God, I was raped. It was horrible," and people go, "Oh my God, who raped you? Let's find that person and hang them." But if you go, "Oh, I was raped by some nigger," everybody's gonna go, "Well, you deserved it, you racist." Who talks like that? My last performance at Bridget, so I'm excited to hear what tweets I get. Check me out on MySpace tomorrow. I'm blowing the fudge up. Let me turn this off because I actually don't need it. I want the light in my face. Here's another great thing. I literally, a couple days ago, I went to jump on a bus to jump to the light rail right near my house because I'm all about being green and leaving a small carbon footprint. And literally, I'm at a bus stop on 7th Street in front of the yard, and there's an abandoned gas station next to me, and I'm just sitting there. It's like 9 in the morning, and I'm going to light rail, I'm going to Tempe. So I've already got a coffee, and I'm just smoking a joint, and I'm getting stoned, and all this. It's 7th Street. You know how busy 7th Street is? At that time in the morning, there's like lanes. This car fucking makes a crazy fucking 3 left, right turn lane into the abandoned parking lot next to the yard. And I notice it because I hear screeching tires, and I see a van like, and I'm like, well, that's fucking not good. And the van stops, and the guy gets out and he starts walking over to me and he goes, "Can I give you something?" And I literally, I'm fucking 45. I go, "Stranger danger! You're in a van!" And there's like no one around. It's 9 in the morning, and I'm in there running. And this fucking guy walks over and he goes, "I want you to have this." And I just go, "All right." And I look down. It's a fucking pamphlet for fucking the Mormon religion or some shit. And the date on it was September 1st, 2009, which even pissed me off more. He was gonna have a 3-lane fucking right turn accident because at some point he needed to give me some pamphlet about fucking God that was from fucking 2009. It's not even relevant God shit. It's advice I needed in 2000. He's like, "I forgot to give you this 4 years ago. You need this. Marty, get the flux capacitor." And nothing. He just got in his van and left, and I was like, "That was creepy. That'll be funny after the text joke." Right in my pocket like a fucking professional. I'm learning Spanish, which is pretty fucking cool. I'll tell you why. Because there's too many comedians, as we've already learned tonight, in Phoenix, and there's too many comedy shows in Phoenix. 4.5 years ago, I started a comedy show at Ice Rink, and there was 3 shows in town. Now it is spread like AIDS in the 80s. There is 15, 20, 100 shows a night here in Phoenix. The Southwest is flooded. LA is ridiculous. So I'm learning Spanish because I did some fucking homework. There is no comedy shows in Tijuana, folks. By this time next year, I will be the king of comedy south of the border, or as my new people say, el rey de la comedia, el azul de la frontera.
All right.
Sí. Yes, my whole act will be done in Spanish from now on. They're practicing it from that name. Ejemplo. That means example. You don't look fucking impressed. Ejemplo, mi hombre. Ejemplo, mi hombre. No español. No bueno. No bueno por tú. Sí, ejemplo. Dos judeos entraron en un bar y compraron two Jews walking to a bar and buy it. See, I'm gonna tell myself. I'm gonna murder them in Mexico. I'll be #1 down there. Número uno. See? What's really cool at learning Spanish, I'm really learning Spanish, and I talk a lot of Spanish to my dog Bojack, and you'd say Bojack is actually pronounced Boyak. But it's funny because I have a living language. I'm doing it by myself, and I have CDs and DVDs and all this stuff. But the people and the voices that you listen to learn the Spanish, so some of their funny voices. So like sometimes the things I say, I'm just mimicking what I hear, and I know it's the right words. But like this one dude, like if you see the commercial, like the e-cigarettes, Steven Dorff, someone said it tonight, but Steven Dorff, literally, he like walks off that beach, and he's like, "It's time to take back your freedom. I'm Steven Dorff." Like he's very serious in that deep voice, and it's like he's doing the voiceovers on my fucking Spanish DVDs. Because I talk to my dog like this, I'm like, "Mi perro Bohac es mi mejor amigo, y mi pequeño apestoso. Recuperar su libertad." That means take back your freedom, by the way. And so here's so now when I want to talk to someone in Spanish, I have no idea. I don't have a lot of Spanish friends, so I've been forced to go to Home Depots and talk to those guys. Hang out in front of Home Depot. I actually paid a guy $25. I took him to Starbucks. I was like, "Un café? Is it? Me llamo es Juan?" This is great. The amigo que busca un trabajo. Anyway, it's Home Depot is not Casa de Deposito in Spanish. They just say Home Depot. Because I was like, "Casa de Deposito?" No, mi amigo. But this is what. No, mi amigo. But I was like, I said, I was like, what is it? Estoy aprendiendo español, and I'm like, I'm learning Spanish, help me with some Spanish, right? And I was like, seriously, un café por fumar smoke pot? That means smoke pot? Yeah, he's down. So now I know how to say in Spanish things I couldn't learn on my DVDs, like, ¿Cuánto, mi amiga de la noche? How much, my lady of the evening? That's a good one. Apparently, you're in Tijuana, you can use that one. Or sometimes you don't want to talk to her, you have to talk to the dude that's in charge, like a pimp. You'd say this. ¿Cuánto por señora? Señor? Señor? That's how you say pimp real smooth in Spanish. Trust me, at some point you guys will be fucked up at Rocky Point, you go, "I got an idea!" Okay, so there you go. I'm learning Spanish, and I think I got the light, so I'll wrap this up. I'll get out of here. I'll tell you about this. Okay. Two things. I was smoking pot like I do a lot, and somebody randomly walked by me and they go, "Oh my God, I smell weed!" Like real loud. Like who does that? You know what I mean? Like just fucking like, "Hey, thanks for ratting me out." But there's somebody, I'm like walking my dog down the street and just smoking a joint. This one's like, "Oh my God, I smell marijuana!" Like real loud. I'm like, "Fuck, where'd you come from?" And then she looks right at me, and I literally go, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I had a pot brownie last night and I just farted real bad." She's like, oh, okay. Just kind of kept going. That's my new one. And then today I was like literally, I was running, because I run every day because I'm very hyper, and I just thought, oh, this will be funny, I'll say this tonight. Because I was running and I ran right by the Highlighter strip club, and it said, "Steak and Lobster Tuesday." And as I'm running, I'm like, "Steak and Lobster Tuesday? That's going to be the worst fucking steak and lobster ever at a fucking strip club. That's going to be horrible." And then I was like, "Surf and Turf Tuesday." And then I went, "Tough Muff Tuesday." Like it just kept going, so. I don't think steak and lobster is very good at the Highlighter. If anyone goes there and tries it, please tell me. I'm very curious. And I'll do this because this always makes people laugh, and they'll just get right out of here. This is my impersonation of Robert De Niro looking at these people. Alright, this is Robert De Niro if he was a magician. Now you see me, now you don't. Okay.